Here is Jeff, the host of the Gridiron.
Now this guy here, right? The Giants strike gold in the 7th round. The problem, it was kind of a little head scratching, like with him, because it's like he's had 2 ACL tears. Okay. Now, obviously, the Giants, they see the medicals. Nobody else, they don't take the guy's medicals and pass it around where the media can see it. They hand it to ESPN, and then they go to the NFL Network, and then they pass it around. Every Santa Claus gets to see them. No, that's not how it happens. You get the guy's medicals. Obviously the Giants and all see it, so they must feel relatively happy, drafting the guy but he had 2, and he's going to be playing on MetLife. Okay, let's hopefully he doesn't get any more, right? But I mean, if you look at the guy, he's tall. He's over 250 pounds, like 6'6", but he's got length to him. He looks like a freaking octopus out there. I mean, his arms look like freaking tentacles, really. The Giants may have made a habit of rolling the dice late in the draft, hoping to strike gold in unexpected places. Now, once again, it's the same thing. Same thing with Fidone. His RAS score off the charts. Giants like athletes, right? Once again, hasn't produced Super Bowls for us Giants lately, but this Shane, the regime, they like their athletes. This year, they may have landed a high upside flyer with real potential if the medicals hold up. If, of course, right? Let's see what we got. Why Thomas Fidone is worth watching this summer. Taken with the 221st overall pick, tight end Thomas Fidone has already started turning heads during spring practices. The 22-year-old out of Nebraska is a man 6'6", 255 pounds. And I'll tell you what, you look at this guy, I mean, the guy can easily put on another 10, 15 pounds. I mean, you look at the guy, it's like he's 255. I mean, really, this guy could put on some weight. I mean, could you imagine like 265, 270 or something like that? Wow. But weighing in at 255 pounds, and he checks all the physical boxes, despite multiple ACL tears. Fidone's flashing traits that once made him a 5-star recruit with legitimate NFL potential. Now, it could be the ACL tears. That's why that's what made him fall to the 7th round. But a wide catch radius gives quarterbacks breathing. One of Fidone's standout traits is his ability to make off-target throws look catchable, thanks to his impressive wingspan. He led all tight ends in this year's draft with a 34-inch arms, giving quarterbacks a much-needed margin for error. You got that right. Last season, he caught 76.6% of his targets and produced 373 yards despite limited overall opportunities in the Nebraska offense. An offense in need of upside at tight end. The Giants have invested draft capital in tight ends for 3 of the last 4 years. Yeah, right? Theo Johnson, Bellinger, and now Fidone. Right? But haven't struck gold yet. They're intrigued by what Theo Johnson can bring. I'm very anxious to see him. Hopefully, he can get a full season in, healthy season. But any competition never hurts when trying to build reliable depth. If Fidone can prove he's healthy, the floor could be he could be a quality backup, and the ceiling might be something more. But injuries have robbed some explosiveness, but hope still remains. Now, let's also not forget, like a lot of times when you got an ACL tear, right? Usually it's not the first year you come back. Usually it's like the second year. That's when you really start. You seems like you got the full recovery, and sometimes you even hear that they're maybe even faster than they were before. But it's had 2 of them. Let's hope, like maybe when they, Shane, they all saw the medicals right, for him that that they're just like, well, all right, if he tears it again, it's only a 7th foul. Hopefully they're not saying that. Hopefully they feel good that everything's okay, right? Because he's not playing on the greatest playing surface, that's for sure. There's no denying the toll Fidone's knee injuries have taken on his movement, particularly his lateral quickness and fluidity. That said, flashes of his former agility have surfaced in OTAs, suggesting there's still athleticism buried under the rehab scars. It's like watching an old muscle car get tuned up, and you know the power is there, it just needs a little fine-tuning. Giants playing the long game at the critical position. General Manager Joe Schoen and head coach Brian Daboll have shown that they value versatile tight ends with mismatch potential down the field. Fidone's frame and hands give him a real shot if he stays on the field and refines his route running in camp. For a 7th round pick, the Giants aren't asking for a starter, but they might end up with much more than expected. If he sticks, Fidone could be the kind of low-risk, high-reward story teams dream of developing through training camp. Well, we will have to wait and see there. That is for darn sure. You know, but I mean, said once again, he's got a really good athletic score. I mean, whew. Oh, Drew's in the house. What's up, buddy? We're talking about Fidone. Yeah, you know, so it'd be nice. But I mean, it's going to be interesting to see because they got, Manhurts, right? You got Bellinger, you got Fidone, and we got Theo Johnson. We got a lot of tight ends. A lot of tight ends.